Timeline events highlight an important date or date range without turning it into a task. A point marks one date with a vertical line, while a period shows a date range as a shaded block. Both can span the whole timeline or be limited to a swim lane or sublane. Open events and notes from Settings, Display, Manage, or by right-clicking a blank area of the timeline. We will start with a whole timeline point. Select Add Event and enter a relevant event or task name. Choose Single Date, Line Marker, and select the date you want to highlight. Keep position set to timeline, then add a helpful description. The improved dialog also contains appearance controls. Choose the fill color, stroke or border color, text color, and text size that work best for your timeline. Select Create. The result is one vertical line that begins at the top of the first swim lane and ends at the bottom of the final swim lane. Open events and notes again and select Add Event. Enter a relevant name and leave period, block selected. Choose a start date and an end date, then keep position set to timeline. Add a description, choose your colors, stroke and text size, then select Create. The point and period now occupy the same full vertical area. The point marks one date with a line, while the period covers a range with a shaded block. The remaining 6 examples are now created at increased speed. Together, they show how points and periods can be placed across the whole timeline, within a selected swim lane or inside a dependent sublane. Notice how each selected position controls the event's vertical area, while the different period durations make their widths easy to compare. All 8 events are now visible together. 2 whole timeline events, 3 swim lane events, and 3 sublane events. There is no separate mixed or multi-swim lane event type. Event labels are interactive. The pointer cursor appears when you move over a label. Double-click the whole timeline. Point label to open its Edit Event dialog. The one date, position, description, colors, and font size are all available. There are also 2 ways to reach General Event Management. Right-click a blank part of the timeline and choose Events and Notes, or open Settings, choose Display, and select Manage. Again, Show Events changes visibility only. Turn it off and every saved event disappears without being deleted. Turn it on and the same 8 events return. Timeline level labels need a little extra consideration. With the gutter set to 0, the label remains visible, but it can overlap the date headers and become difficult to read. Open Settings, choose Sizing, expand gutter, and increase the height. In this example, 60 pixels creates a dedicated band for the event label. Increasing the gutter is the recommended response when a timeline level label overlaps the headers or is hard to read. For a long timeline, open Settings, choose Features, expand Other, and find Gutter in Scrollable area. When it is enabled, the gutter belongs to the scrollable timeline content and can move out of view as you scroll. That can return more usable space after the opening part of the timeline has moved away. When Gutter in Scrollable area is disabled, the gutter remains fixed while the timeline content scrolls. A fixed gutter keeps the event label area visible throughout a long review. Use the option that best suits the presentation. That is the complete events workflow. Points for one date, periods for date ranges, timeline for the full vertical plan, swim lane for one lane, and sublane for one dependent sublane. With all 8 examples visible together, you can quickly compare the effect of every supported combination.